What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff sails out of bounds, maybe a little bit of nerves, and hopefully not an omen for the way this season's going to go. On the ready? Easy. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. But what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want to blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
Oh, they're after him. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I put my tight end in the slot to get a good matchup, right? And then I throw these corner routes to him. Here's the good thing about being a quarterback. I can kind of underthrow those if I want. Those big bodies, they usually come back and get it, and they're so much more physical than the guys they're going against. Nice throw, nice catch.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Conditions. On the move, it's Thomas. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Catch in the middle, it's Flores. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. Nice move there. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. On the move. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Flips it out on the screen. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Direct snap. It's Iamaleava. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw again. Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw in that out route.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Punt is on its way. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Good timing on the quick out. The Bruins get it past the sticks.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hand is Cox. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Got the tight end outside. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Wants to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On the option. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Iamaleava. Got it behind the line. It's Cox. Defense played the Wildcat very
game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
That teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's caught. It's Thompson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 42, if they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Punt is on its way. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Extending the play. Caught near the sideline, it's Cox. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. You have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that. As a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. They'll go up top on second and short. Quickly complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Takes the easy completion. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback will keep it. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They'll run the screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Iamaleava. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 9 over Fresno State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Offense working from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Auburn! The offense cashing it in on that drive. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It's Murphy. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
On the direct snap, it's Thomas. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Opening play of the drive from the 39. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Howard. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Davidson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Robinson. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the option. Now the pitch. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And here comes the offense on second down. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unleashes it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback keeper. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Thomas. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Release to the back. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is going all in. That offense has more options than they've had in East Lansing in some time. They're up by 28 over Toledo. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. With the catch, it's Marshall. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looks as if he's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Thomas. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Now Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Touchdown, Bruins! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop, and you win.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.